my video to go through a few of those percent error problems with you. There was one in the notes, but I'm going to walk you through 3 or 4 of them. So if you remember, we have to have our formula. Your percent error formula is as follows. Okay, you have the accepted value first. Okay, and that is the one that's been tried and true, tested, measured over and over again in the real world by scientists. And then you have the experimental value, which is the one that you would be getting in the lab. Okay, and we put these in those little absolute value brackets because basically if you get a negative number, we don't have any negative numbers in the absolute value, so we just get rid of the negative sign. And all of that is going to be divided by the accepted value. And then don't forget we got to multiply by 100 to get it into the percent. All right, so let's look at an example. Actually, I think I'm going to change colors here. I'll go to blue. All right, so example number 1, our experimental value is equal to 10.2 liters, and our accepted value is equal to 10.4 liters. So we have to set up a problem. All right, so we put our accepted value first, 10.4 liters minus 10.2 liters, and all of that goes over top of 10.4 liters. And again, multiply it by 100. So you plug this into the calculator, you do your top first, and when you do your subtraction, you end up with 0.2, and we put that over 10.4. Again, multiply by 100. And then just throw this into the calculator, divide 0.2 by 10.4, and you will end up with basically the decimal. Your decimal here is, what you end up getting is 0.0192. Okay, and we still got to multiply that by 100, and that's going to give you your percentage of 1.92% error. Okay. All right, guys, to save on time, I went ahead and wrote this out. So we have an experimental value right now of 75.2 milligrams and an accepted value of 74.8 milligrams. I plugged them into our formula here. So in the calculator, you would go ahead 74.8 minus 75.2. Now this one you do end up with a negative number, but absolute value, we're getting rid of the negative, so you're just going to really put 0.4. Again, that goes over top of your 74.8. This is milligrams times 100. Plug this into the calculator, and you get the value of 0.005, actually 53, but we would round, so we just basically leave it, and that's times 100. So what you end up getting for this one is a 0.5% error. So guys, this is fairly easy math. You're really just given numbers that you have to plug and chug. So if you need additional examples, I can work with you individually. But other than that, I think this one's pretty easy. So we can move on to something a little harder. See you next time.